Lecture 11, Summarizing with Group By, Count and Sum. As your datasets grow larger, it's not always useful to look at individuals' records. Often, what you really need is a summary like how many students are in each major or the total numbers of admissions in a specific year. SQL gives you tools like Group By, Count and Sum to generate these kinds of summaries easily and efficiently. Today, you will learn how to use Group By to organize data into categories and how to apply aggregate functions like count and sum to get meaningful totals and insights. These tools are especially helpful when analyzing patterns and making decisions based on group data. Objectives of the lecture. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to understand the purpose and structure of the group by clause. Learn how to use count functions to count records within groups. Use sum function to calculate totals for numeric data. Practice writing summary queries that are both accurate and readable. Why use group by? The group by clause allows you to group rows that share the same value in one or more columns. Once the data is grouped, you can apply aggregate functions like count, sum, average, or max to each group. Without group by, you would only be able to summarize the entire table. With it, you can break data down into categories. Counting with count function. Let's say you want to know how many students are in each major subject. You can use this query as, for example, you just have this data and you just want to count that how many students are in each major subject. So for that you will have to write a new in here, and you can write in here as select and major subject that we really want to count that how many students are in this major subject column. So you will write comma and then count function, count with parentheses and asterisk as total students. And now you just want to give it a table as from table name student, okay, and group by, main keyword is group by and major subject. So when you just run this query, here you can see it gives us the total that how many students are in science, how many students are in arts, and how many students are in history by just running this query. Notice that the output is much more useful than just a full list of students. You get a quick snapshot of your data. Summing with sum. Now, let's say you have age column in here and you want to know that what is the collection of all the ages of specific subjects the students are enrolled in. So for that, you will just write in here as select major subject, and now you will write in here as comma and sum, the keyword for age, you want to collect all the ages, and as total age, and you just have to give it a table name from student table, and now group by major subjects, semicolon. And when you just run this query, now you have all the collection of ages of science students, arts students, and history students as well, that it just have collected all the ages of students and just make a collection of all that and just showed in a table. You can also combine count function and sum function in one query. For that, you will just write in here as select major subject, okay, and write count function with asterisk and as total students, comma, and you will have to write sum function as well, sum as age, that you want to collect all the ages of the students who are studying specific subjects as total age. And now you just will have to write a table name from student and group by major subjects. Now, when you just run this query, you have these records as major subject, total students that they are enrolled in, and total ages of all the students that they are enrolled in these subjects like science, arts, and history as well. Filtering with group by. If you want to apply conditions before grouping, use the where clause. For example, for that you will just write in here as select major students, count steric, and for that you will just write in here as from students. And now you will just write a clause as where age is greater than 25 and group by major subjects. So when you just run this query, you have this output as there are two students who are greater than 25 and studying arts as well. So this is how you can use group by with where clause. Use having keyword. For that you will just write in here as count steric as total. Okay, same, it will be the same syntax, and for that you will just try and move this and group by major, and you will just have to write another keyword as having keyword, having count steric greater than 3, for example. This query will show us the results that how many subjects are there where more than 3 students are enrolled. So let's see, when you just run this query, you have two subjects, science and arts, where science has 4 students and arts has 7 students. But let's see if you say that greater than 1 student. So when you just run this query, you have history as well, as it has 2 students enrolled. Remember, where filters rows before grouping, but having filters groups after they are created.